Okay, practicing correctly, quality over quantity. So there's some people who believe, that, oh, the more the better. But I believe the better, the better. So to kind of give some insight into what I'm referring to is basically uh, quality. So the better the practice is as you're doing it, the better it will be for you, rather than the more you do as you're doing it, the better it will be. Like, let's say quality of meditation, right? Some people think, oh, they have in their mind they want to shoot for this extremely long length of meditation, 1 hour, 2 hours, 8 hours. They want to shoot for these long lengths of sitting, or these long lengths of standing practices like Qigong or even Neigong, perhaps. But that doesn't necessarily equate to greater results. So let's say basically you have a higher quality of practice, but you minimize the amount of time you practice, right? The results you gain from, in my experience at least, the results I've been gaining from having a higher quality of breathing during my meditation, right? Having a higher quality of focus during my meditation, but even still only doing 5 to 10 minute sessions, because let's be honest, we all have things to do throughout our daily life. Some people may not have a work life. Some people are just free to do as they please. Others, like me, do have a work life, and we have to kind of balance out what we do throughout the day. So I try to shoot for the highest quality practice possible, even though even though I'm minimizing the duration of the practice. So basically, quantity isn't the thing you should be focusing on. Quality is. Now, if there's times where I do have more free time throughout the day, then I'll try to maintain that quality of practice while also increasing the quantity of it for that day. Maybe just a little bit. Um, I don't have to go crazy with my practice time, right? But I will increase it within means. So I try not to burn out during practice. I try not to do it until I'm just overly exerted or something like that. I try to stay within means. Typically, when I do practice Neigong, I get real hot. I sweat a lot. So I try to find a balance with that as well. Uh, Maybe even when I'm exercising, I get hot. I sweat a lot, just for general exercise. For my seated meditation, I'm just there. Typically, if you're not flexible enough yet, maybe you might start feeling like your back may be, like if you're seated on the floor, your back may be becoming sore, or you might feel like your muscles are pulling, or even your legs may be becoming tired or going numb. Um, so flexibility would help with that, and being able to increase the quantity of your seated practice. But even so, with me being able to maintain a longer sitting practice because my body is able to handle it, of course, it doesn't mean I try to shoot for my maximum every session. That can lead to burnout, essentially, in my opinion. So a lot of people think, oh, I'm gonna shoot for the maximum every day. I'm gonna shoot for the maximum every day. And eventually that maximum that they're hitting will eventually it'll start to drop off. So the maximum might have been here at one point, but now it's here, and now it's here, and now it's here. The body has to rest. So I feel like if you just maintain that quality of practice, and you're also getting your rest, because you're not hitting that maximum to where you go up, you need to come down. If you're just riding that midline, you got this person here, and this is me, and this is the person who's going to the max. They have to keep coming down. And every time it goes up, this is the next day, and they come down, next day they got to come down. Whereas I'm just riding this midline here, right? So basically, I feel like the people who try to max out every day, their body isn't getting that. Like, let's say, for instance, with exercise, if you max out every single day and don't stop, eventually something bad will happen. It's like burnout of the body, muscles may tear, stuff like that, as far as exercise is concerned. Or you're just not allowing those muscles to repair. Um, so I feel like it's the same with meditation. You don't want to max out what you can do every day, mentally, um, spiritually, nor physically. You want to just ride that baseline, basically. So quality over quantity. As long as you're getting the best breath you can, right? You're having the best focus possible, right? Without trying, though. Trying without trying. Um, just having, doing the best that you can without doing it for the maximum amount of time that you can. I feel like that will benefit you greatly, way more than trying to do the best you can as long as you can until you just can't anymore. I feel like that will be detrimental to your progress in the longer on a longer span, basically, a longer time span. It wouldn't be suitable for practice. We're not looking to be these great competitors, right? We're not trying to, like, who are we actually competing with, right? It's just you. It's not you versus anyone else. It's literally just you. You don't have to try to reach this peak goal within this short span of time. You have your lifespan, but you don't want to take up your whole lifespan to do it. So that's another thing to be conscientious of. But that's what I wanted to talk about. Quality over quantity during practice, right? Focus on that quality. Let's not try to be too stuck on quantity, right?